When Bowers Wilkins launched their flagship Pi7 earbuds, they immediately went straight to the #1 spot for sound quality. They were an Earbuds Awards winner 2 years ago, but they had some pretty major flaws too. Comfort, connectivity, battery, and certainly mic quality were key areas for improvement. So when they followed this up with their Pi7 S2 earbuds, I was honestly disappointed that they didn't really do enough to fix those things. But B&W has gone back to the drawing board with their brand new Pi8 earbuds, and with completely redesigned ergonomics and a revamped spec sheet, they not only fix all of the main issues, but they improve on pretty much every aspect of their predecessors. B&W finally has a flagship earbud not just in sound quality, but across the board too, and this is the true successor we've been waiting for. This review will cover all of the new features and improvements, how they compare to their predecessors, and whether or not B&W can reclaim their title as the sound quality king. Unboxing the Pi8, we have the usual paperwork including the quick start guide, the charging case and earbuds themselves, small, large and now extra small ear tips, the mediums are on by default, and then we have 2 cables, a USB-C to C charging cable. Most companies annoyingly provide an older A to C cable, so that's good. And the second cable is an aux to USB-C cable, and these allow you to use the case's wireless audio retransmission feature. I'll come back to this clever feature later on. The charging case is a new slimmed down design which will fit in a pocket more easily. It feels a bit more premium now too, especially thanks to the reinforced metal hinge for the lid. The case buttons are gone, the audio retransmission feature is now simplified and automatic, and you can enter Bluetooth pairing mode directly on the earbuds, so the buttons aren't needed. Removing and returning the earbuds from and to the case is a lot easier now as well. That improves on a minor gripe I had previously. But there's been an even bigger redesign for the earbuds themselves. We still have premium materials and build, and the new glossy touch surface adds a nice hint of quality. I think these look more appealing now, especially when sat in your ears. But although the overall size and weight are similar, the ergonomics are vastly improved for a much more comfortable and secure fit in the ear. There's a new rubberized outer texture on the housing to further improve the comfort and grip. I can definitely wear these for far longer, they stay put with things like running much more securely, and it's a really nice upgrade over the Pi7s. The earbuds maintain the IP54 protection rating against dust and light splashes of water as well. Ergonomics was the key focus point of this redesign. You now get a better fit in the ear, which is crucial for the ANC performance, for sound quality, and for the mic quality as well. The mics and antenna position have been rearranged to optimize performance, and this has massively improved phone calls. I noted how poor the call quality could be on the older Pi7 models. They're one of the lowest ranked for calls from my entire testing list actually, and that's because the mics could often be covered up when sat in your ears. B&W themselves acknowledged this flaw, and the redesign thankfully fixes the issue. I'll demo the mic samples side by side for you later. Before that, I want to touch back on the fit in your ear because that is absolutely crucial for getting the best performance from your earbuds. I personally found the included ear tips didn't quite give me a perfect seal in the ear, but I swapped them out for SpinFit Omni ear tips, and it's genuinely transformed my listening experience. I've had SpinFit as a video sponsor before, and I really love the quality of their products. They offer loads of options for sizes, different depths of ear tip, and they fit earbuds from a wide range of companies. The Universal Omni series offers a deeper, more immersive fit, and I go for the XL size with my Pi8s to get that super tight and secure seal, which massively improves the sound and ANC experience I get. They fit the earbuds perfectly, and importantly, fit inside the case as well with no problems. The packaging is all recycled materials, so they get a big thumbs up from me there, and I like their clear labelling and measurement system to help you find the perfect fit. So yes, this is obviously the video sponsor, but it's one I'm more than happy to include here, because the SpinFit tips are great value for money and can genuinely transform a pair of earbuds for you. They're well worth looking into no matter what earbuds you have. So do check them out, I have links to them down in the video description. Alongside the Pi8 ergonomic redesign, we get some new features as well. So in the app, for example, you can now choose either ANC or volume control for the touchpads. So not a whole lot of customization to be honest, I would like to see more, but it's good we finally have some customization for those. Incidentally, the touch and wear sensors are both improved for better responsiveness, although whilst I found the consistency generally better with the controls, I noticed the auto pause is actually a bit slower. There's now finally an equalizer as well. That was a key missing feature from both of the Pi7s. The Pi8s give you a custom 5-band EQ, which is excellent. A Paired Devices tab has also been added because the Pi8s get multi-point support. That's a staple feature these days, particularly for flagships, and you can manage your connected devices here. Aside from this, the app remains fairly minimal. The ANC switcher is now simplified, for instance the ANC is adaptive by default, and the pass-through feature is simply on or off and no longer has a custom slider. That's not really a bad thing though, because both of these features are improved over the previous models. And I definitely like that you no longer have that annoying quirk of both pass-through and ANC being active together. That was really confusing before. The pass-through, or transparency, no longer has a loud hiss as it pumps in your surroundings. You get a much more natural sense of your environment, and it's pretty effective. Not the loudest or most amplified I've heard, but a pleasant, natural experience. The active noise cancellation gets a nice bump in performance as well, though nothing to blow you away. I'd say the performance is overall good, and I think the improved fit of the earbuds certainly helps here. It's going to be plenty good enough for the vast majority of people. But there is a step up in ANC with some of the competitors, and the performance is far from Bose levels, for example. So if you want complete silence, you'll still need to look elsewhere. B&W wanted to prioritise the sound experience and have been careful to ensure that switching the ANC mode doesn't impact the audio quality, and I'm pleased to confirm that is the case.
Okay, so this is a sample of the mic quality with the new Pi8 earbuds. As I said to you before, there was an issue with the mic positioning on the older model that caused calls to be quite muffled and distorted. They fixed that with this new model and it is now much better. Your voice sounds more natural, but it's also more isolated from background noise, so phone calls are definitely much, much better. There is still a weakness though, and if I step back, just to give you an idea with wind noise, it's very windy today, the conditions are very tough, and the mics do still struggle when you've got windy conditions. So they're good in a lot of situations, but with wind noise, they can still struggle. Okay, and this is me having switched over to the older Pi7 S2, where you really get mixed results. It depends on whether or not the mics are covered up when they're sat in your ears, and that inconsistency is a real problem, because sometimes they're okay for phone calls, and other times they are absolutely terrible. So I think with the redesigned mic positioning on the Pi8, it just makes them so much better for phone calls.
Getting into the specs, we get an improved battery life of 6.5 hours of listening, and that's with ANC turned on. So clearly not the greatest, but it's certainly a big improvement over the measly 4 you got with the predecessor. The charging case still supports fast and wireless charging too. And then on the connectivity side, we get a huge upgrade. I really like that B&W went straight for Bluetooth 5.4 with this new model. I wasn't sure they'd future-proof like this after hanging on to the now ancient Bluetooth 5 for the predecessor, so that's much more like it for a flagship. We have added multi-point support as I said earlier, Google Fast Pair returns, although you might have to wait for a software update for that one, and we also get Snapdragon sound support with aptX lossless, another flagship spec that will be great for audiophiles. A quick word on latency for you gamers, it is surprisingly low on iOS, low enough to even play fast-paced shooters I'd say. But to get this experience on Android, you really need an aptX lossless compatible phone, which isn't many of you. Otherwise, gaming isn't the best on Android, but of course these are fine for watching movies on both platforms. There is a neat connectivity trick here though that's unique to the Pi8s, and that's the wireless audio retransmission feature with the charging case. We saw this debuted with the Pi7s, and what this does is allow you to plug the case into even older devices with no Bluetooth at all. Using either the aux or USB-C cables, you can plug the case straight into your favourite devices, and the case then streams the audio to the earbuds. It means you can get wireless audio with your earbuds on devices you'd otherwise not be able to. A treadmill at the gym, an in-flight entertainment system, or in my case, this old iPod Shuffle. The Pi8s take this feature to the next level though, by allowing the case to transmit audio in 24-bit 96 kHz quality with aptX Adaptive. So I can even plug into my USB-C iPhone and, for the first time, stream aptX Adaptive quality audio wirelessly to my earbuds. Far too often, companies lead people to believe they'll get CD quality or lossless audio listening on their earbuds paired to their phone. But if you've got a Samsung Galaxy, Google Pixel or iPhone, so that's most of you watching, your phone doesn't even support aptX Adaptive, and you'd be missing out on the highest quality audio your earbuds might be capable of. And if you're buying expensive audiophile grade earbuds like this, that probably matters to you. With the Pi8's audio retransmission feature, you don't need to miss out anymore. You can now get that on pretty much any device. It makes them especially unique on the market right now, and unlocks a whole new level of listening fidelity. Okay then audiophiles, let's get into the earbuds standout feature, and the bit you really care about, the sound quality. We have all new carbon cone drivers. This comes from the same technology powering the PX8 headphones. There's also a new 32-bit DSP and upgraded DAC. So all new hardware under the hood, and naturally, these are their best sounding earbuds yet, and one of the new market leaders. You've got fast, punchy bass balanced with a clean and clear mid-range, and some bright treble that allows the highs to sizzle without ever verging on being harsh. The separation and soundstage are definitely the most impressive aspects. You'll hear details in songs with these earbuds you completely missed in others. You actually realise how congested other earbuds can make your music once you hear the clarity and detail from the Pi8s. Vocals and instruments are given space to shine individually and are reproduced with an authentic, distortion-free quality. Two things stand out to me as improvements over the predecessor. The first is the bass. It's slightly bass heavy in the Pi7 S2 and a lot more refined and tighter here. For me it's an obvious improvement, but for those who like that boomier bass sound that bleeds more into the mids, there's always the new EQ to tweak the sound to your preference. Generally it's audiophiles buying earbuds like this though, and I think you'll really appreciate the neutral and balanced tone. You can toggle true sound to hear your music as B&W intended, and I can't imagine that many would need to stray far from this tuning. And the second improvement is with volume. These get far louder than their predecessors and can reach uncomfortable levels pretty quickly, especially so when using the audio retransmission feature where I can barely pass 50%. If you still don't find these loud enough for you, then I'm afraid to tell you that you've got hearing loss. But are these the new champion for sound quality? Does B&W reclaim that title? It's tough to say. It's a subjective choice ultimately, and though I think these beat the Beoplay EX for clarity and separation, DVLA's Gemini 2 probably still has an edge. They have a richer low end with a touch more sub-bass, but it doesn't compromise the other frequencies. So I think I'd still have those at number 1 instead, but like I said, it's a lot to do with your preference for a sound signature as well. I'd personally still pick the Pi8 over those two anyway on account of being better overall earbuds. Another argument in favour of the Pi8 is the lossless quality and the extended capabilities offered through the audio retransmission feature. That may set them apart for you, especially depending on which device you plan on pairing them up with. There's an elite category for earbuds with sound quality like this, to which very few earbuds belong. It's a category that sits above the likes of Sennheiser's Momentum 4, the Denon Pearl Pro, and Sony's WF-1000X M5, all widely regarded as fantastic sounding earbuds. A lot of casual, average listeners may even prefer the more consumer-friendly sound you get there, but hopefully that should give you some context as to the true quality on offer here. The new Pi8s will set you back $399 in the US, or £349 here in the UK, the same pricing as the predecessor. So clearly these premium earbuds carry a premium price tag. It's a step up from the Sony and Sennheiser competitors for sure, but amazingly, these undercut DVLA's Gemini 2 by $100. So there's no getting around the fact that these are very expensive earbuds, but you would be buying a premium package pretty much all round. What's different this year is that the Pi8s justify their price in ways the predecessors couldn't. I remember saying when the Pi7s won the sound quality category for the Earbuds Awards that there's value simply in paying a premium for the best sounding earbuds on the market. But the truth was that the price was hard to justify when you considered the overall package. They were let down in other key areas besides sound. And certainly in 2024, customers expect a more well-rounded experience now. With the Pi8s you still get that stellar sound quality, but they're far less compromising elsewhere. In fact, they're a really solid all-rounder with some class-leading specs to boot. It's a sizable upgrade over the Pi7 series. I think it's a no-brainer to get the new model instead. So for anyone looking for a truly special sound experience in an earbud with strong all-round performance, you should definitely check out the Bowers Wilkins Pi8. So that's my review on the new B&W Pi8. Let me know in the comments what you think of them and ask any questions you might still have. Don't forget, if you find a pair of earbuds you love but can't quite get the fit you need, all might not be lost just yet. You might be able to rescue them with some SpinFit ear tips instead, or maybe you just want to elevate the experience you're already getting. So as a reminder, the link to those is down below in the video description. If you found this helpful, then please give it a like, make sure you're subscribed, and importantly, have also hit the notification bell. That way you actually get notified when a new upload goes live. Thanks a lot for watching this one, and I'll see you all in the iPhone 16 reviews coming next.